And welcome everyone to Oswald Field here on the campus of Heston College. We think we've got through our technical difficulties. Rusty Witcher alongside Jasmine Pankratz. Hi, Jazz.
Hi, Rusty.
How are you?
I am just living the dream.
Larks are playing State Fair Community College, and the top of the first, we'll recap that as Logan Dryden steps into the bottom of the first here for the Larks. Zach Elan led the game off with a home run after being down in the count 0-2. Tyler Crane was hit by a pitch by Harry Park, then was picked off. AJ Esposito was also hit by a pitch. Then Kyle Clark flew out, followed by a Jacob Mitchell strikeout. So State Fair posted a run on one hit and one left on as we are off and running. Logan Dryden here for the Larks in the bottom of the first. Batting order for the Larks, Logan Dryden, Nariki Fujimura, and Josh Stivers all due up in this inning. On the mound is Josiah Imhoff for State Fair, the Roadrunners. And Imhoff on the season, 3-3 with one save, 39 2/3 innings pitched, an ERA of 7.03 as that one misses downstairs and Logan Dryden aboard. Hey fans, there are several ways to contact us. First, grab your phone, send us a text, 620-217-1465. Again, that number, 620-217-1465. Drop us a line, golarks@heston.edu. Jasmine.
Yeah, you can tweet at GoLarks, hashtag for the nest, or at the Heston Baseball Twitter page. Or the most convenient, easiest way is just to live chat with us right next to your YouTube browser there. I'll be in the live chat. We appreciate questions, comments, feedbacks.
Yeah, absolutely. Want to hear if you're coming to this weekend, whether it's rain or shine. We're going to have a dinner on Saturday, whether it's a lunch or dinner. We'll see how it goes. So let us know if you're coming. If you haven't already, if you haven't been in touch with Natalie, we'd love to hear from you. I think that counts up to about 93 people on Saturday.
How exciting.
As Bob stepping in. Bob hit a home run against Mac last week.
Yeah, he did. I was there for that one.
That one skips away from the catcher, Sheichels, and Logan trots down to first, or trots to second.
After that game, the guys came back and were hitting some more on the field here after they traveled to McPherson. And I went out there and I was like, Bob, show me how to hit a home run. He said, you just hit the ball.
Okay, I like it.
Okay, yeah, that sounds easy.
Bob always making things simple. Bob takes a curveball from a strike from Imhoff. As we are in the bottom of the first, leadoff runner for the Larks aboard. Logan's over there at second. Josh Stivers on deck. Kalen Haynes in the hole. That one missing down and away on what is turning into a very nice day for baseball.
Turning into it is a beautiful day for
day.
baseball. It's a beautiful day for anything outdoors.
Yeah. 78 degrees.
Perfect.
Good day to golf.
About to be the same, I think.
There's a little flare out there. That's going to be caught by Crane in right field. Crane cheating in, takes away a base hit from Bob, and that brings up Josh Stivers. Stivers making his return to the lineup after being on the shelf with the injury. Has a little bit of face protection out there now.
And at 4 o'clock, the Heston softball team will take on, who are they
Cloud.
playing? Cloud, that's right, Cloud, for a doubleheader as well. So we do not have the broadcast for that one, though, today. We will Thursday.
I think Thursday we're having, Thursday and Friday will be softball.
The schedule's a little messed up.
Josh, a line drive out there. If it stays fair, it's gone. And it does. Josh Stivers hits a 2-run line drive home run, and the Larks take the lead. On the 2-run bomb from Stivers. And that'll bring up Kalen Haynes with one out and none on. So Josh getting back to work right away. And now we've seen 2 home runs in an inning and 2 at-bats. And that brings up Kalen Haynes. And Kalen's a threat to leave the yard.
Mm-hmm.
He hit his 5th against Mac the other day as that one comes too far inside. And, that got Kalen, and Kalen aboard. That'll bring up Jeremy Deckinger. Again, we'd love to hear from you, 620-217-1465. If you're a fan of the Larks, a fan of the Roadrunners, a battle of the birds here today from Oswald Field. And Jasmine got the pleasure of talking to Evan Oswald the other day.
I did, and I'll share more about that in a little bit.
Okay, good.
I'm trying to tweet this out.
Okay, tweet away.
I'm sure people are confused because our broadcast isn't under the right thing.
No, it's not. Where is it?
They created a new one, so
Okay.
if people looked earlier and was like, okay, that's where the game's going to be, it's not actually there.
I'm pretty sure we're on the original broadcast.
Okay, all right.
Okay. We
Good
only
enough.
have 2 watchers, so I was like,
Well, we'll get more. As Deck stepping in here in the bottom of the first.
this is State Fair, right?
Right. And Deck takes a ball in the dirt for the first pitch he sees from Josiah Imhoff. Imhoff's had 9 appearances, 8 starts, the 1 complete game. 56 hits, 36 runs allowed, 31 of which were earned, and he'll have 2 to this credit. Deck shoots one out there to right field. Nice piece of hitting for Deck, and Deck will head to second as that's bobbled out there by Crane. Kalen Haynes pulls into third, so Deck takes the single and gets to second on the error, and that brings up Cooper Morgan. So the Larks with a little something brewing here. Trying to add to that crooked number they put up already, and that pitch outside. Coop fouls one back to the fence, and the count quickly even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Joel Ogletree on deck, John Law in the hole, and Malachi Swartz rounds out the order. And the 1-1 coming up. Coop calls time. We'll step out, think it over. That's right back up the middle. C&I single for Coop. Kalen trotting home. And the Larks will have runners at the corners with 1 out as Coop gets an RBI single. Deck moves to third. So 3 runs across. And that brings up Joel Ogletree. Joel and I were talking a little bit about fishing beforehand. Joel, an avid fisherman. Kyle Howell going through his signs. The runners at the corners and 1 away. Larks with 3 hits and 3 runs across, 2 runners on. Here with 1 out in the bottom of the first. Joel with a healthy cut, fouls it back towards the dugout. As we are off and running.
5 viewers.
It's coming up. And the 0-1 coming up. Imhoff working out of the stretch. Joel fouls it back. Cooper was running on the pitch, and Joel quickly behind 0-2. So the count writing 0-2 here for Joel. That one too high and away, and the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner goes too far inside, and Cooper swiping second. Without a throw down, I'm sure they're going to charge it as defensive indifference. So Coop probably won't get credit for a stolen base right there.
Why is that?
There was no attempt to get, they were
Okay.
going to go ahead and let him have the bags. Too far out, and we're full 3 balls and 2 strikes. Defense made no attempt to stop Cooper running, so it goes down the book as fielder indifference or defensive indifference. They didn't care about that base, and you don't get credit for a stolen base.
Gotcha.
So full count as Joel's battled his way back. Joel chases one upstairs, fouls it back, and he'll have new life in the batter's box. A resounding thump on top of the Campus Activity Center.
The CAC.
The CAC.
We have 3 viewers.
Okay. I think the time change probably threw some people for a loop.
Yeah, we tweeted about it.
Maybe it's the people that don't have Twitter.
That's probably true. Yeah, I don't think the baseball players communicate very well to their parents sometimes.
I would agree with that. I can see that. Payoff pitch again. Joel swings and misses. And Joel goes down, and that brings up Jonathan Law. John Law also a threat to leave the ballpark. John's been swinging a pretty good bat as of late. His average up to 292 after a slow start. 14 for 48 with 4 home runs and 10 driven in. He has a chance to add to that total right here, Jasmine.
Mm-hmm.
And John with a healthy swing at the breaking pitch outside. And the count on 1. Bob. The 0-1 coming up. That one upstairs, and the count evens up at a ball and a strike. Big news in terms for the Larks. They will be joining the Jayhawk Conference next year.
That they will.
That's a big deal. That gives the Larks some credibility, place at the table.
Yeah.
Competition won't change anything. John chasing the off speed and quickly behind 0-2. Or excuse me, 1-2.
No, I had an interview with Rob yesterday about it and just asked him what that looks like for the future of all Heston athletics. And he said, we pretty much are in the conference now. The reason why we didn't join the Jayhawk Conference to begin with is because they used to have a rule saying that you could only allow a certain of out-of-state, out-of-country players in your program. And that's what Heston's built around is out-of-state, out-of-country players. So we didn't join for that reason, but since they've changed, and so now it just gives our school a little more credibility going forward.
And a place at the table. You're involved in all the discussions. It's a good thing for the HC. That curve misses, and the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
No, and Heston is also looking, well, they will break ground next January for a $3 million renovation.
Good.
For Heston softball will be on campus. They're redoing Yost, weight room, the works.
Good deal. John chasing, and we've played an inning. Larks lead 3-1 after some fireworks. We'll take a break and be back after this here on the Lark Network.
There is something greater than anything the world has to offer. Money, fame, fortune. It's finding meaning to your life, to find a purpose for living. And that's what we do at Heston College. We help people find that special calling, to find out what they were born to be and do, to figure out that purpose that's greater than themselves.
Jazz, did you hear me? This is the that threw Kyle out.
My name is Molly Shervany, and both my parents and my older sister have gone to KU. It's kind of the thing we do. And that's what I was planning on too. But I loved the Heston College tour. I still remember my personal guide, Kimmy, and talking with all the art professors. At KU, I was in a huge group of students, and I didn't really get to see what I wanted. Heston College made it for me. Taking gen eds at Heston is helping me build a really strong foundation. I get individual attention and know my professors and everyone in my class. I like the personal relationships, and that's something that Heston offered that nowhere else did. With this foundation, I'll be ready to finish my major at KU. I'm currently at Heston Lark, but soon I'll be cheering Rock Chalk Jayhawk at KU.
I'm Roman Arnold from Dallas, Texas. I toured my dad's school, Texas A&M, and it really was beautiful, but it was huge. He talked about...
And welcome back here to Oswald Field. Top of the second here. This is Larks and the Roadrunners. This is Kenny Prado. He's playing second base for State Fair. Prado on the season, 16 for 53, a .302 batting average. As a team, State Fair, they're 26 and 15 on the season. As Prado lifts one to left, that'll hang. John camping underneath it out there in left field and makes the play. Take a quick look at the Lark defense. John Law in left field, Cooper Morgan in center, Josh Stivers out there in right field. Nariki Fujimara, also known as Bob, over there at third base. Logan and Malachi up the middle at short and second respectively. Joel getting the nod at first base, Deck behind the dish, like always. Harry Park on the mound. And this is Gavin Jones, third baseman for the Roadrunners. And he takes the off-speed pitch upstairs. That is a hard hit ball. Bob with a backhand grab, a long throw, and a great play from Bob behind the bag to make that play. And I think the loudest person here making that was Natalie Park.
I think so,
cheering
too.
Bob on. That was a great play from Bob to make a backhand stab behind the bag in a long throw. And this brings up Derek Scheichels. Scheichels, the catcher. And 2 away here in the top of the second. That one's staying upstairs to Scheichels. These games are key, Jasmine. We're going to talk about that before the technical difficulty. Larks must take 9 of their last 10 against the junior college competition to qualify for the playoffs, and Harry drops a curveball in for the strike. So, in a sense, Larks' back's against the wall. That is on the ground at Bob. Bob can't come up with it. And Scheichels thinking too. It'll be interesting to see what they come up with on that. Bob had a play on it, couldn't come up with it.
These are the Roadrunners?
The Roadrunners.
The Roadrunners, okay.
And this will bring up shortstop Chase Swisher. That's a curveball in for a strike. Got text here. And the count 0-1. Runner staying at home. Got a text. Ryan Morrissey's dad watching from Pune, India. It's 2 a.m. here. Yes, 2 a.m. Unfortunately, he won't be here this weekend. Have fun and at Go Larks.
Well, Ryan is up in the box with us right now.
I know, right?
Why is your dad in India?
Okay.
He works for John Deere? I have family that works for John Deere. Way.
That one upstairs. Count 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Swisher with Scheichels over there at second after the double.
Oh, Alec is here too.
Oh, hi, Alec. Swisher offering at it. Harry works his way out. Larks hold State Fair scoreless. We've played 1.5. Larks lead 3-1. Back after this.
Earn your Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree at Heston College and become part of their 50-year tradition of outstanding nursing education. Located just 30 minutes north of Wichita, Heston College is a small, Christ-centered private college that provides state-of-the-art training for tomorrow's caregivers. The nursing program has maintained accreditation throughout its 50-year history, and 3 tracks offer you the BSN program you need to meet your goals. Whether you are just starting out or building upon your previous education. The RN to BSN program offers hybrid courses scheduled to promote life balance and also offers a special RN to BSN tuition program.
Small class size allows Heston College faculty to get to know and genuinely care for each student. A rigorous, holistic nursing curriculum provides practical hands-on experience in our active simulation lab. You will also gain real-world caregiving experience ranging from neonatal to geriatric in well-respected regional clinical agencies.
From my first contact with Heston College, I could feel the caring atmosphere. The nursing faculty made me feel at home. They walked me through the curriculum, and now as a student, they regularly check in on my life, my family, and my success.
Heston College provides the education and personal attention expected of a top private school at a cost comparable to public institutions. 100% of students who applied for financial aid received aid.
After classroom and clinicals, the ultimate goal is passing the RN licensure exam and getting a job. 98% of Heston College's 1,600 graduates have achieved a RN licensure. Graduates are well respected in the healthcare industry with a great record of job placement. My employer loves hiring Heston graduates and recruits them every spring.
Be a part of the tradition of caring as a Heston College BSN student. Learn more about the Heston College nursing program today.
And welcome back to Evan Oswald Field.
Evan Oswald Field. Speaking of the man himself, I had the pleasure of talking with Evan Oswald, who this field is named after, this week. He is the founding father of athletics here at Heston College. For those of you who don't know, back when Heston first began in 1909, sports were not ever a part of the Heston College experience. They were not planned on it. They were considered evil.
They were.
Spiritually draining, all sorts of...
They lead to immoral cheerleader uniforms.
Immoral indecency. Late Saturday night games would prevent you from being a good churchgoer on Sunday.
That's true.
Yeah, but several years later, we had a student, Evan Oswald, who broke the barrier and decided to become an athletic director for the school, where he was the first athletic director for 20 years. Then he also was the first head coach of baseball for 10 years, basketball for a few years, tennis, golf, helped bring soccer to the school, and just overall pretty much established Heston College athletics with the help of colleagues, of course.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. I asked him, I got to talk over the phone with him. He lives in Arizona now. I talked to him over the phone and said, so what's your favorite sport then? Is it baseball? And he's like, well, let me put it this way. Every day I'll watch baseball on TV and I'll turn the sound off and I'll coach the pitchers as they're throwing. And he's like, 3 out of 4 times I'm right.
That's a pretty good ratio.
I said, I believe you. Yeah, he's a little hard of hearing. He's 93 years old, but he'll be back here next September for the 70-year reunion of his class. So, yeah, and he has quite a few health problems, but he said, even if it kills me, I'll be here at Heston College.
The 0-1 coming up to Logan chasing as Malachi Swartz went down swinging. That's really cool.
No, it was really cool, and he just had a bunch of great stories for me about.
My dad played for Evan Oswald here.
Yeah. Did you met him then?
No,
Okay.
Okay.
Well, in 2001 is when they dedicated this field to him, and he wanted it to be dedicated to a few people, but the school was like, no, you're the guy. But he's just a super humble dude, and he threw out the first pitch when they dedicated the field, but he did it. I think it was like 4 or 5 times because he wanted it to be the perfect pitch. So
Logan goes down swinging or looking, and that brings up Bob.
No, that was a really good experience. And I'm writing an article about that and the upcoming changes of Heston College athletics that you can find on our student newspaper, the Heston College Horizon.
Yes.
That'll be published in a week.
On the ground of the shortstop, Swisher, throw over, and the Larks go quickly and quietly. 1-2-3 in the bottom of the second. We've played 2, Larks 3, Roadrunners 1. Back after this.
There is something greater than anything the world has to offer. Money, fame, fortune. It's finding meaning to your life, to find a purpose for living. And that's what we do at Heston College. We help people find that special calling, to find out what they were born to be and do, to figure out that purpose that's greater than themselves.
At Heston College, I really think about the logo as being centered to who we are. It's a greater than sign. It's an arrow. It's taking people places. And it's taking students beyond their worldview, beyond their comfort zones. It's about helping students be greater than themselves through an environment that is focused on Christ. I'm greater than thinking I can do this on my own.
I am greater than my fears.
I'm greater than bullying. I am greater than systems of oppression and confined ideas.
I'm greater than greed.
I am greater than being content with just a Sunday faith.
I'm greater than perfectionism.
So I'm greater than my former self.
And welcome back here to Evan Oswald Field. Top of the third for State Fair. This is Zach Elin. Elin led off the first inning with a home run. But ever since, Larks have worked their way out of a couple jams. Harry now. Elin lays a bunt down. Charging by Bob. Bob can't come up with it. Bob taking a tumble. It'll be an infield single for Elin. Elin saw Bob playing back a little bit, laid one down.
Yeah, I think he was trying to move faster than his legs would let him there.
That's the story of my life.
Same.
And Elin leads the team with 23 stolen bases, so he is a threat to run. Tyler Crane was hit by a pitch.
Oh, sorry. This pen doesn't work. Oh, wait, never mind, it does.
Harry working out of the stretch right now. That is a push bunt down to the left side. Joel smothers it, steps on second for the out. Crane sacrificing himself. And that brings up A.J. Esposito.
What would you say is the hardest position in baseball? Catching? Yeah?
Alex says catching. I could agree with
Ryan
that.
says catching, too. I feel like catching is so overlooked. Like, I honestly, the hardest part I think about it would be, like, on my legs. Squatting that
is
much.
Up to right field. Stivers has to drift back, making the catch on the run. I don't know if Josh had a real good read on that ball right away, but he does come up with it. Esposito flying out. Elin moves up. Yeah, I think catching would be, I would agree with that because you have to be in charge of the infield. You have to let everyone know where you're going.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I didn't know any of that.
You're kind of the general of telling everyone where to go, what to do, as Malachi comes up a little bit gimpy right there. I'm not sure what's going on. And Nate Bartell will head out to talk with him, see what's going on. I didn't see anything.
Nick Platten.
Platt's coming out.
Speaking of Platts, today in World Civ this morning, we watched a movie about the Australian War. I don't even know. Okay.
Which one was it?
World War I with Australia. Guess I didn't pay attention that close. But anyways, this really sad storyline about like this Australian like legend gets, killed in the war. It was so sad. I almost cried. But the moral of the story is they have these really nice accents. But like even nicer than Nick's. Like it was an old like Australian accent. And I was like, Nick, teach me how. He was like, that's impossible. I'm going to learn. Good on you, mate. For practicing all morning. It's fine.
What was the name of the movie?
Oh, shoot.
Wasn't Gallipoli, was it?
Yeah, Gallipoli!
I've seen that.
Isn't it sad?
It is a very
It's
sad
like the
story.
worst ending ever. Like, it just ends. I was like, why did you make me watch this, Andrew Sharp? It's horrible.
I saw Gallipoli 1,000 years ago.
Yeah. I tried telling Nick about it. He was like, are you talking about Gallipoli? And I was like, yeah. I thought it was like Gallipoli or something. I don't even know. I didn't pay that much attention.
That one popped back and out of play by Esposito.
Let's see what time it is in Adelaide, Australia.
As this is Kyle Clark. He flew out to center field on a diving catch by Coop. One missing downstairs, and we're even 1 ball, 1 strike here as Harry working in the third. Aylin over there at third base. That one popped back and out of play.
Rusty, did you know that Alec also joined me on the newspaper staff?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, he just wrote an article about Ashley Yazen and her road to success.
Okay, cool.
I mean, he's not as good as me, but I see potential.
I see some potential in Alec, too.
A little, not a lot.
That one popped back and out of play. And the count's still riding at 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one fouled back and out of play again. Clark battling up there. As we're in the top of the third, Larks leading 3-1, 2 outs, and a runner at third base over there for the Roadrunners. And the 1 ball, 2 strike pitch coming up from Harry. Swing and a miss. Harry throws it right by Clark. Harry's third strikeout of the game. And State Fair strands a runner at third. We've played 2.5. Larks lead 3-1. Back after this.
The RN to BSN program offers hybrid courses scheduled to promote life balance and also offers a special RN to BSN tuition program. Heston College provides the education and personal attention expected of a top private school at a cost comparable to public institutions. 100% of students who applied for financial aid received aid.
After classroom and clinicals, the ultimate goal is passing the RN licensure exam and getting a job. 98% of Heston College's 1,600 graduates have achieved a RN licensure. Graduates are well respected in the healthcare industry with a great record of job placement. My employer loves hiring Heston graduates and recruits them every spring.
Be a part of the tradition of caring as a Heston College BSN student. Learn more about the Heston College nursing program today.
And welcome back to Oswald Field.
Now that I put a face on Oswald Field, it's like, it means so much more, you know?
It does. It absolutely does.
It does. Before it's like, oh, Oswald Field, who's that guy?
Longtime baseball coach. He was before Art. Art took over after EO. And now it's a long, long history of 2 coaches who were here for a long time. Art was here for 30 years.
Wow.
And then Art handed over the reins to Rob Ramsire, who in turn handed them over to Kyle. And Kyle will be giving them to Tim Cole. Brother of former Lark, Drew Cole.
What? I didn't know that.
That pitch missing downstairs to Josh Stivers.
You know that? Tim Cole's brother
Played baseball here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
His brother.
Not him, his brother. Still, though.
That one downstairs.
His brother goes here right now.
No, his brother went here.
Oh, I have no idea.
They count 2 balls, no strikes.
I figured there was some connection he had.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was.
And the 2-0 coming up. Stivers, base hit through the whole left side, and Josh has himself the multi-hit game in just 2 at-bats with a homer and a single. That brings up Kalen Haynes. Kalen was plunked in his first at-bat.
It's been a little quiet. Let us know if you're watching.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you.
Who
Send us
you're
a text,
watching.
620
Maybe people are just listening to me.
217-1465. They could easy. Drop us a line, golarks at heston.edu. Chat with us in the live chat or tweet to us at golarks. Hashtag lark it up, hashtag lark loyal, hashtag fear the Nets.
Apparently Chandler Roberts
That doesn't matter.
like.
Too bad.
Did you see that?
Yep, too bad.
I was furious. Did you
Kalen-
see my reply to him?
No, I did not see the reply to him.
I said, we are open to suggestions.
Oh, I did see the yes. Yeah,
I thought I handled it in a very
you
professional
did.
way.
You did. Chandler, one of the golfers. He's redshirting this year. Count 0-1 here to Kalen.
Also my golf teacher. Golf coach, golf mentor, all of the above. Inspiration more.
Kalen chasing the outside pitch, and the count now quickly 0-2 to the big man himself. Imhoff working from the stretch. And Kalen a little tapper, and that will be foul. Count 0-2. A little bit deceptive about Imhoff's delivery. Hides the ball real well. State Fair with a little bit of a contingent of fans that made the trip down.
Mm-hmm. It's a nice day for it.
Count 0-2. That one too far outside. And the count now 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kalen with Josh over there first base and none away. Kalen lays off the pitch outside, and the count now 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, I didn't even notice Ryan left. Hi, Dylan.
And the count 2 balls and 2 strikes here for
What do you
Kalen.
need? What does he need? What do you need?
Kalen lifts one. That gets up. It's going to be a long run, but it will be not tracked down. And Kalen has new life as Clark couldn't come up with it, just a little bit wary of the fence.
I wish the sun was in here.
Well, you could take the laptop out front and sit in the sun.
I'm thinking about it, honestly.
I figured you might be.
I feel like that would kind of be an awkward, though.
It would be.
Conversation.
So the count riding 2 balls, 2 strikes here at Kalen. And the 2-2 coming up. Kalen fouls one back and stays alive. Count staying at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
What?
Another 2-2 pitch coming up here from Imhoff. Kalen taps it. Roller at Imhoff. Imhoff's only played a first base and gets Kalen. Josh moves up as Kalen pool cued that off the end of the bat. And that brings up Deck. Deck singled and took second on an error. So Stivers moves into scoring position. Deck trying to find some green.
I'm trying to do my job here.
I need to take the pen away from Alec.
Yeah, this is vandalism.
One away here in the bottom of the third. Larks leading 3-1. Deck lifts one out there too, right field, but Crane played it perfectly.
It sounded nice.
It's the second time Crane has played it perfectly out there in right field, taking away what could have been base hits. Crane's got a little bit of speed out there. And that brings up Coop. As Coop singled up the middle in his first at bat. So 2 away here in the third. And a curve skips over, paints the outside corner for a strike.
Strike.
And the count 0-1.
Michelle Stivers in the live chat says, great day for a baseball game.
It
Go
is.
Larks. It is indeed. Wish everyone could be here. I'm telling you, teleportation should be a thing before the next iPhone comes out. I've said that from day one.
I hear you. I hear you. I'm with you. The 0-1 coming up here. Coop chasing it on the inside fastball, and the count now 0-1. Or 0-2, excuse me. The 0-2 on the way now. Imhoff getting his sign. Cooper chasing outside, and the Larks stranded runner. We've played 3. Larks lead 3-1. We'll be back after this.
There is something greater than anything the world has to offer. Money, fame, fortune. It's finding meaning to your life, to find a purpose for living. And that's what we do at Heston College. We help people find that special calling, to find out what they were born to be and do, to figure out that purpose that's greater than themselves.
At Heston College, I really think about the logo as being centered to who we are. It's a greater than sign. It's an arrow. It's taking people places. And it's taking students beyond their worldview, beyond their comfort zones. It's about helping students be greater than themselves through an environment that is focused on Christ. I'm greater than thinking I can do this on my own.
I am greater than my fears.
I'm greater than bullying. I am greater than systems of oppression and confined ideas.
I'm greater than greed.
I am greater than being content with just a Sunday faith.
I'm greater than perfectionism.
So I'm greater than my former self.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field on the campus of Heston College. Rusty Witcher alongside Jasmine Pancraft.
Everyone knows this song, right?
I think so.
I think so too.
As Jacob Mitchell stepping into the box, he struck out looking his first at bat, but Mitchell leads the State Fair team with 7 home runs and 36 runs driven in.
The Heston softball game should begin in about 10 minutes.
And that one misses upstairs. Harry missing high.
Hopefully I can figure out how to get some
live tweets from Matt.
Yeah. Let's see. I'll figure it out.
On the ground, hard hit ball. Logan sweeps it up, throws over, and in time. So that brings in Kenny Prado. As there's one away, top of the 4th. Jasmine reaching for the sun.
So beautiful out.
It is nice. I mean, we've waited for a long time for this.
Look at how pretty the field looks.
Get some more leaves on the trees and we'll be good.
Ooh, I wonder how many baseball fields are turf? Like, is that a pretty common thing in baseball? I don't actually know.
It depends. A lot more colleges are going to that, I've seen.
Yeah.
WSU is all turf.
I was saying, I wonder if the Heston softball field would be turf.
Probably not.
You don't think so?
It costs quite a bit.
Yeah, but I mean, we have quite a bit to be spending.
That's a fly ball that'll get up in the wind and out of play. I mean, but if it's a $3 million project, that's almost $1 million just to turf it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, it should be on the other side of the soccer field over there.
Much needed.
Where the practice field is.
Much
and then
needed.
The renovation of Yost will be insanely nice, matching Keim almost, and then the weight room or the training facility on the side of that. So it's going to be nice, and it'll be done by the following fall. So next year's freshmen will get to use it as sophomores.
The 3-1 on the ground, fouled off towards the dugout. On the left side, they count out 3 balls and 2 strikes. Well, I mean, to be safe, Yost Center's in dire need of an upgrade. We can say that.
Yeah, they haven't done anything to it since. I think Rob said when they built it there was only 6 sports at Heston. Now there's 14, I think he said. So, yeah, it's been a while.
And those bleachers are still the original bleachers. As that curveball misses inside or outside, and Prado walks his way to first.
And this will all be included in my article, more details and pictures and such. But also, the very first, to show you how much, so faculty and administration opposed athletics, like I mentioned.
Right.
And they even threatened to take away their prayers and support if they were brought about. But students participated in them still behind, during non-classes and whatnot, just on their own, making up sports. And they wanted them so bad that the men built their first gym here. They went ahead and took it upon themselves to say, you know what, we want to play sports, we're going to go ahead and build a gym. And they did, and it fell apart because it was not very well done. But
the concept was there.
Yeah.
The 0-1 coming up to Gavin Jones. And diving back in was Prado. Harry picked a runner off in the first inning with that quick little move to first. And the count 0-1.
Who? Mrs. Park? Is she my biggest fan? I think Harry's grandpa's my biggest fan. Probably because I told him I'd get him Ohio State tickets when I actually make it. The Ohio State, my bad.
The 1-1 coming up here from Harry.
Stop.
Fly ball lifted. That is up there. That could be trouble. That will get over and out of here for a home run for Gavin Jones, and we're tied as Jones hits the towering fly ball. That is out of here for a 2-run bomb. We're all knotted up at 3.
Third home run of the game.
Yeah,
Second by then.
We've seen some bombs already.
Mm-hmm.
That brings up Sheichels with 1 out. That one actually hit on top of the back of the soccer stands and bounced well out into the field.
I didn't see that.
Sheichels doubled into the left field corner his first at bat. And he takes a strike from Perry. Looks like we got a couple over there. A couple people out there catching some rays. The 0-1, too far outside, and the count now 1 ball, 1 strike.
Guess what I'm doing tomorrow?
Catching some rays?
Well, kind of, but...
I don't know. What are you doing tomorrow?
You didn't even guess.
Catching some rays was a good guess.
That's a terrible guess.
You're the one that's out here reaching for the sun best you can. Thought it was a good guess. And the count now 2 balls and 1 strike here to Sheichels. What are you doing tomorrow, Jasmine?
Chris and I are going to the KU WSU baseball game.
All right.
Yep.
That is
Ranked what?
fouled off of the foot of Sheichels.
Wow.
It's been a while since WSU used to be a powerhouse for a long time.
Well, they built that. They just redid their field and stuff a couple years ago, maybe last year.
No, it's been a little longer than that.
It's nice though.
Oh yeah, X Stadium's quite nice. Tyler Field at X Stadium, that's a quite nice facility. For a long time, WSU was a power. And the 2-2 on the ground. Bob can't come up with a base hit through the hole. Left side, Sheichels aboard, thinking 2. John Law throw it in. Sheichels say, I'm not going to test that arm out there. So base hit for Sheichels. Chase Swisher coming in.
I've attended all major KU sporting events then.
Cool.
Except for volleyball. I wish I would have seen volleyball, but I haven't yet.
I think you'll have an opportunity next year.
I think so too.
Hey, does their leadoff guy play center?
Yeah.
Why?
Snap throw back and a back pick. Not in time.
Okay. That's awkward. I don't know how to respond to that.
Well, count 1 ball, no strikes here to Swisher. Swisher struck out looking his first at bat.
Swisher?
Swisher fouls one off, and they said foul. He was still in the box, made contact with it. It'll be foul ball. He was still in foul territory, I should say. And the count now 0-2 to Swisher.
What happened to Malachi? Anyone know?
And the 0-2 coming up. Chopper, high bouncer over the head of Bob. Base hit in a shallow left field. Not much Bob could do about that because there's no way you can go gadget grow. And that's a back base hit. And that brings up Zach Elin. Elin did hit a home run, also laid a bunt down. This guy has some wheels. Two on, 1 out after a 2-run home run. We're all tied up at 3 in the top of half of the 4th. And Elon looks at one upstairs by his face.
What if Otani mastered baseball?
Thomas Kellner coming out to talk things over. Now, tentatively speaking, Lark fans, we think we're going to have softball on Thursday and softball on Friday. I believe Jasmine and Keegan will have game 1.
Softball Thursday and Friday? I thought you said we weren't doing anything.
No, that is tentative. We're talking about doing softball on Thursday too.
It's going to be a long week.
It could be.
Yeah.
And then baseball Saturday.
What do you mean, Jasmine and Keegan, game 1?
That's right. I won't be here game 1 on Friday.
For softball.
Right.
Well, you know the rule.
What?
If you're not there, I'm not there.
You can be
So-
there.
Yeah, I
You
could
can do
be,
it.
but
I think you should be there. If you guys want Jasmine to either text us or email us or get at us in the live chat.
Well, I already know that we're going to get no responses, so joke's on you. I won't be there. Why didn't you recruit Alec to do it? The softball fans loved him.
Baseball plays at home that day too.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. We should just have...
That one lifted on the infield, and Logan calling for it. Comes over, makes a play, called off Nick, and there's 2 outs. What were you saying, Jazz?
We should just have ambiance noise.
Well, we might do that, but I won't be there till the second game of the evening. I'm going to be a little bit busy on Friday with some 50-odd pounds of meat. And for Saturday.
Is that why you won't be there?
Yeah. What did Alec just mumble? Did I really just hear him mumble that?
Yeah.
That's another reason why I'm not asking Alec to ever be up here again.
Oh.
Shots fired. They count 1 ball and no strikes here to Tyler Crane.
So what's the schedule for baseball then? Who do they play Thursday, Friday, and Saturday?
And that one popped out.
K-Dub Thursday?
Bethany Thursday. Wait, no, it's K-Dub Wednesday, Bethany Thursday, or K-Dub Thursday, Bethany Friday, Saturday.
K-Dub Thursday, Bethany Friday, Saturday.
Right, that's baseball. 1 game Friday night and 2 tentatively on Saturday, but
Just 1?
yeah, there's just 1 on Friday. But softball is also playing, so
Doubleheader softball?
yes.
Oy.
But that's, like I said, tentative. JD can't come up with it, and the runners move up 90 feet with 2 outs.
It's going to be a long, long week. Will Phil be joining us on Saturday?
Yes.
Okay.
I do believe so. But right now, that's real tentative because it sounds like a monsoon's coming in Friday night.
Yeah.
They're predicting between 1 and 2 inches of rain, and let it rain.
Well, will that affect the plans with the dinner?
Yes, it would move it to a luncheon.
Oh, okay.
Swing and a miss. Harry works his way out of the jam, but gives up 2. We've played 3.5 here. We're all knotted up at 3 apiece. Back after this here on the Shark Network.
The RN to BSN program offers hybrid courses scheduled to promote life balance and also offers a special RN to BSN tuition program. Heston College provides the education and personal attention expected of a top private school at a cost comparable to public institutions. 100% of students who applied for financial aid received aid.
After classroom and clinicals, the ultimate goal is passing the RN licensure exam and getting a job. 98% of Heston College's 1,600 graduates have achieved a RN licensure. Graduates are well respected in the healthcare industry with a great record of job placement. My employer loves hiring Heston graduates and recruits them every spring.
Be a part of the tradition of caring as a Heston College BSN student. Learn more about the Heston College nursing program today.
I'm just being thrown in.
Hey man, whenever you need me to fill in, I'm
At Heston College, I really think about the logo as being centered to who we are. It's a greater than sign. It's an arrow. It's taking people places. And it's taking students beyond their worldview, beyond their comfort zones. It's about helping students be greater than themselves through an environment that is focused on Christ.
There is something greater than anything the world has to offer. Money, fame, fortune. It's finding meaning to your life, to find a purpose for living.
I'm greater than thinking I can do this on my own.
I am greater than my fears.
I'm greater than bullying. I am greater than systems of oppression and confined ideas.
I'm greater than greed.
I am greater than being content with just a Sunday faith.
I'm greater than perfectionism.
So I'm greater than my former self.
Joel Ogletree stepping in the box, taking the first pitch downstairs from Eamhoff. 2 runs came across on the home run Larks trying to retake the lead here in the bottom of the fourth with Joel at the dish. Joel was not cheated on that swing, and count evens up at 1 ball, 1 strike. That is on the ground of the middle, slow roller. Swisher plays it, throws over in time. And that'll bring up John Law as Joel retired on the ground out. And well, it's turning into a beautiful day for Lark Athletics.
I don't know why you keep saying it's turning into. It already is
a beautiful day. But we've had so many games where it wasn't a beautiful day. John hammers one that Jones finds in his glove and throws across. Jones kind of riotously laughing out there as he was lucky to find that in his glove, and that brings up Platts. So Nicholas Peter Frederick Platten coming to bat. Great, what's that start? And Nick takes the ball downstairs.
Here, let's go Australia.
That is on the ground, and a fair ball into the corner. Nick painting the line, and Nick thinking too, as Nick takes second, and they'll probably score that a double. It's a base hit for sure. Nick takes second. So the wind going to ramp up a little bit tonight after 11 o'clock. Oh. So what time are you guys going to the game tomorrow, Jasmine?
6.
Dress warm.
It's going to be cold.
Winds are going to ramp up to 30 to 45 miles an hour at 11 o'clock tonight, all the way through 7 o'clock tomorrow.
Thought it was supposed to be nice tomorrow.
No, I'm afraid not.
Okay.
Just giving you the heads up. Logan digging in now.
Are you a meteorologist?
Well, I just got an alert on my phone that there was a wind advisory, so I had to read about it.
Julia Gessling is asking what time do they play on Thursday?
I believe it is... It's Thursday. I'd have to double check. I think it's 5.
For Thursday?
Yeah. 4. Keegan says 4, so it's 4.
4 for baseball?
Yeah. 4 for baseball, 4 for softball.
Okay.
And the 0-1 coming up as Logan taking the strike. That one missing high and away, and the count now 1 ball, 1 strike. Larks softball in a whirlwind of action last week, unfortunately could only get 3 games. It's win 3, lose 3.
Hey, Rusty, do you have the roster?
I do.
Do you know where the pitcher's from?
I can tell you. Jefferson City, Missouri. That one missing downstairs. And the count 2 balls, 1 strike here to Logan. Yeah, we got a lot of Missouri on their roster, Alex.
Really?
And count now 2 balls, 1 strike here to Logan. That one missing outside. A little disappointed. I mean, Jasmine goes to Sonic, didn't bring me something. I don't know, hurtful. A little hurtful.
I went after golf.
A little hurtful. Hurts. Right there in the heart. A little hurtful.
Oh, let it hurt.
Ouch. Ouch. The count 3 balls, 1 strike. That one. Outside corner for a strike. Logan said sure was. I agree with you. The count now full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the count now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Logan as Imhoff. That one too far in. Logan watch his way to first base with his second walk of the afternoon. That brings up Bob, and Bob is overdue. Stivers on deck. Josh hit a single in his last at bat. Love to hear from you guys. Drop us a line, 620-217-1465. Email us, golarks@heston.edu. Tweet to us at golarks. Hashtag Fair the Nest. As Bob taking a pitch. Count 1 ball, no strikes here to Bob.
Okay.
And the count still 1 ball, no strikes, as they're worried about Platts over there at second base. That one too far outside, and the count 2 balls, no strikes to now Riki Fujimura. That's just kind of fun to say his full name. The count now 2 balls, no strikes here to Bob. We found out Bob was given the name Bob by Nick Platten because Nick said he would have never remembered Nariki. Too far in to Baba-san, and the count 3 balls, no strikes. Bob shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a strike. And the count 3-1 now to Bob. Trying the back pick throw, and Nick steps on second easily, safely. That's a strike on the outside half, and now the count now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Bob. Bob chases. And a throw down in time. Clark strand a pair of runners. We'll be back after this on the Lark Network.
Earn your Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree at Heston College and become part of their 50-year tradition of outstanding nursing education. Located just 30 minutes north of Wichita, Heston College is a small, Christ-centered private college that provides state-of-the-art training for tomorrow's caregivers. The nursing program has maintained accreditation throughout its 50-year history, and 3 tracks offer you the BSN program you need to meet your goals, whether you are just starting out or building upon your previous education. The RN to BSN program offers hybrid courses scheduled to promote life balance, and also offers a special RN to BSN tuition program.
Small class size allows Heston College faculty to get to know and genuinely care for each student. A rigorous, holistic nursing curriculum provides practical hands-on experience in our active simulation lab. You will also gain real-world caregiving experience ranging from neonatal to geriatric in well-respected regional clinical agencies.
From my first contact with Heston College, I could feel the caring atmosphere. The nursing faculty made me feel at home. They walked me through the curriculum, and now as a student, they regularly check in on my life, my family, and my success.
Heston College provides the education and personal attention expected of a top private school at a cost comparable to public institutions. 100% of students who applied for financial aid received aid.
After classroom and clinic.
And welcome back as AJ Esposito digging in here for the Roadrunners in the top of the 5th.
Whoa, there's a lot of Missouri.
Yeah, I wasn't kidding.
Who knew Missouri was so big?
Very populated. That curveball stays upstairs.
Probably full of people from Missouri, yeah. It's probably a good statement there.
Dynamite drop in there. Harry does drop the curve in for the strike, and the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. That pitch missing upstairs, and the count, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Bye. It's cold.
Harry drops another curveball for a strike.
Stop.
On the count now, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Rusty, you might have to kick Alec out.
Why? What's he doing
He's
now?
a distraction. Oh, really? You think you have more fans than I do?
That's on the ground, fouled off, left side. On the count, still riding 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 on the way.
This is one of the recruits for basketball, which is location.
And the count now, still riding 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's funny.
Harry delivers. That pitch misses upstairs, and we are now full 3 balls and 2 strikes with the payoff pitch coming up.
Hmm?
There was a kid named Shannon that was a basketball recruiter.
We have a guy named Shannon. No. What are you talking about?
Big curve, just misses, and Esposito looks at one that was mighty close.
There was a basketball recruit for next year. He is a senior in high school. He came to our campus for a visit. His name happened to be Shannon, just like the other player we have named Shannon.
But Shannon's leaving, so Shannon will play Shannon.
As Kyle Clark, the first baseman.
He's going to Neosho, yeah. Neosho Community College?
Bunt lay down. Harry feels it on the popped-up bunt, and Clark quickly behind as he's retired.
Heston College basketball team has not signed a single player officially yet. Lots of recruits coming in.
Oh.
I believe they will, but...
I do too.
Basketball. For baseball, I have no idea. We just had one yesterday from McKinney, Texas, a basketball recruit. Seemed legit.
Mitchell now digging in. He's 0 for 2. Just got informed that Tyler Crean, the right fielder, has signed with Mid-America Nazarene.
Okay. Mid-America Naz.
Their right fielder?
Well, it certainly isn't our right fielder.
The count now to Mitchell. 1 ball, 1 strike.
We have 9 viewers.
Runner goes. Throw not quite in time. Takes a hop into center field. Cooper can't come up with it. Esposito swiping second base. Taking third out there on the error. And
yours.
They count 2 balls, 1 strike here to Mitchell. That one stays upstairs. Three balls and a strike to Mitchell. Has that one missing. And Mitchell aboard after the walk. So runners at the corners with one away. As that brings up Kenny Prado. Prado drew a walk, scored a run on the 2-run home run in the last inning.
What? What?
No, I was hearing a static.
Yeah, I hear it too.
There's something. Larks toss it away again, and a run comes home as Mitchell takes second base. Run comes home in Mid-America, State Fair in the lead, 4-3. That's looped into left field for a base hit. Another run coming home. And the Larks tagging out Prado, but Mitchell comes home easily. Prado singles and then tagged out. 7-4 on the putout, but it's now 5-3. As the Larks trailing here in the top of the fifth.
What?
It's like the microphone's off. That's what I'm hearing.
That microphone? To the camera?
No, the microphone up top as that's looped in the left field corner for another base knock. Jones thinking two, and he will slide in with the double. State Fair bats coming alive. And that will close the book on Harry. We'll take a break and be back after this on the Lark Network.
There is something greater than anything the world has to offer. Money, fame, fortune. It's finding meaning to your life, to find a purpose for living. And that's what we do at Heston College. We help people find that special calling, to find out what they were born to be and do, to figure out that purpose that's greater than themselves.
At Heston College, I really think about the logo as being centered to who we are. It's a greater than sign. It's an arrow. It's taking people places, and it's taking students beyond their worldview, beyond their comfort zones. It's about helping students be greater than themselves through an environment that is focused on Christ. I'm greater than thinking I can do this on my own.
I am greater than my fears.
I'm greater than bullying. I am greater than systems of oppression and confined ideas.
I'm greater than greed.
I am greater than being content with just a Sunday faith.
I'm greater than perfectionism.
So I'm greater than my former self.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field on the campus of Heston College. As KT Gerald's coming in to pitch here for the Larks. Scheichel's up. He's singled once and doubled. 2 runs across, 2 outs here.
Well, we're slowly gaining more viewers, so again, let us know who you're watching, where you're watching from. Questions, comments, feedback.
As that one misses upstairs from KT. Larks backs against the wall. And the 1-0. There's a pitch at the knees for a strike, and they count 1 ball, 1 strike.
No, it was Rudy. Rudy was like, did you just draw that on your foot? No. Stop distracting me.
The count now, 1 ball, 1 strike here to Scheichels. That one fouled back to the fence. Count now 1-2 to Scheichels. Scheichels lifts it. That could stay on the infield. Bob calling for it. Bob on the run. And Bob makes a play. Well, the Larks will go to the bottom of the 5th. They trail 5-3. We're back after this on the Lark Network.
There is something greater than anything the world has to offer. Money, fame, fortune. It's finding meaning to your life, to find a purpose for living. And that's what we do at Heston College. We help people find that special calling, to find out what they were born to be and do, to figure out that purpose that's greater than themselves.
At Heston College, I really think about the logo as being centered to who we are. It's a greater than sign. It's an arrow. It's taking people places. And it's taking students beyond their worldview, beyond their comfort zones. It's about helping students be greater than themselves through an environment that is focused on Christ. I'm greater than thinking I can do this on my own.
I am greater than my fears.
I'm greater than bullying. I am greater than systems of oppression and confined ideas.
I'm greater than greed.
I am greater than being content with just a Sunday faith.
I'm greater than perfectionism.
So I'm greater than my former self.
As we're back here in the bottom of the 5th, Josh Stivers coming to bat, visiting with Kylie Brenneman. What's Kylie going to do next year, Jasmine?
She'll go to K-State.
Okay. Eamhoff deals. Stivers pops it up. Towering fly ball right side. And Crane coming on and making the play. 1 away. That brings up Kalen Haynes. Kalen was hit by a pitch. Scored a run and grounded out. That one hits Kalen again. He's aboard. Deck now up. And the first pitch he sees, sharp breaking ball, drops in but stays inside for 1 ball. The count 1 ball and no strikes. That is a hard hit ball. The shortstop Swisher thinking 2, rolls it up to the second baseman. Jones Prado across the way. And that inning ends quickly for the Larks on the tailor-made double play ball. Larks go fairly quietly. 1, 2, 3. We'll be back after this, heading to the top of the 6th. Larks trail 5-3.
My name is Molly Shervany, and both my parents and my older sister have gone to KU. It's kind of the thing we do. And that's what I was planning on too. But I loved the Heston College tour. I still remember my personal guide, Kimmy, and talking with all the art professors. At KU, I was in a huge group of students, and I didn't really get to see what I wanted. Heston College made it for me. Taking gen eds at Heston is helping me build a really strong foundation. I get individual attention and know my professors and everyone in my class. I like the personal relationships, and that's something that Heston offered that nowhere else did. With this foundation, I'll be ready to finish my major at KU. I'm currently a Heston Lark, but soon I'll be cheering Rock Chalk Jayhawk at KU.
I'm Roman Arnold from Dallas, Texas. I toured my dad's school, Texas A&M, and it really was beautiful, but it was huge. He talked about class sizes being over 100. I visited Heston as a baseball prospect and never looked back. I got the chance to be involved right away, not only on the field, but as a part of the community. Everybody knows each other on campus. We're really close-knit. And if you want faith to be a part of your athletic experience, no one does that better than Heston. I'm not worried about transferring. My advisor saw me out at least a half a dozen times the first semester just to make sure I was on the right track. I started as a Lark at Heston College, and I'm planning on transferring to a state school, Texas A&M, Giga Maggies.
Chantel, she went here last year.
Purcell.
Huh?
And welcome back here to Oswald
She was,
Field.
yeah.
As we're in the top of the 6th, Jasmine going through Twitter. What did you just say about Twitter, former Larks?
Chantel Priscilla. She was a softball player last year, went on to pitch at Newman University, and she is their pitcher of the week.
Good for Shan.
I mean, for the Heartland Conference? Yeah. Heartland softball hitter and pitcher of the week. Oh, wait, never mind. That's another person. I was going to say, there's no way
KT here working in the 6th.
She hated
that one fouled back to the fence. She hated what?
Hitting.
Oh. And the count now 0-1 here to Chase Swisher. Swisher, the shortstop. And the slider from KT is over for a strike, and the count 0-2. So the battle to begin between KT and I on Saturday. I'm ready.
Oh, boy.
Well, not quite ready. I still have a couple things I need to do. Is that one missing outside? Strike 3 called, and Swisher knew it. Swisher goes down looking as KT sending Swisher back to the dugout. One away. Top of the 6th. Larks trailing 5-3. Towering fly ball in the infield. Bob calling for it, making the play, tumbles over the mound, but does stick with it. And now 2 away here for Tyler Crane. Crane going to Mid-American Nazarene.
In the air. Play in the air. I'm not going to sing it on air.
And the first pitch, Crane seizes the ball. That one staying upstairs. And the count 2 balls, no strikes. Swing and a miss from Crane. And the count 2 balls and 1 strike. That one inside and high, a little tight to Crane. The count now 3-1. Swing and a miss. Crane goes down. Or no, the count now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Excuse me, it was 3-1. I thought it was 3-2.
It's okay, Rusty. You're allowed to make mistakes.
That's right. Nobody's perfect. Crane fights it off. Count is full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Curveball inside. Crane knew it. He goes down. KT freezes 2 guys at the dish. We played 5.5. Larks trail 5-3. Back after this.
Earn your Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree at Heston College and become part of their 50-year tradition of outstanding nursing education. Located just 30 minutes north of Wichita, Heston College is a small, Christ-centered private college that provides state-of-the-art training for tomorrow's caregivers. The nursing program has maintained accreditation throughout its 50-year history, and 3 tracks offer you the BSN program you need to meet your goals, whether you are just starting out or building upon your previous education. The RN to BSN program offers hybrid courses scheduled to promote life balance, and also offers a special RN to BSN tuition program.
Small class size allows Heston College faculty to get to know and genuinely care for each student. A rigorous, holistic nursing curriculum provides practical hands-on experience in our active simulation lab. You will also gain real-world caregiving experience ranging from neonatal to geriatric in well-respected regional clinical agencies.
From my first contact with Heston College, I could feel the caring atmosphere. The nursing faculty made me feel at home. They walked me through the curriculum, and now as a student, they regularly check in on my life, my family, and my success.
Heston College provides the education and personal attention expected of a top private school at a cost comparable to public institutions. 100% of students who applied for financial aid received aid.
Good one.
Bottom of the 6th, and Cooper Morgan here for the Larks. And the first pitch he takes drills Coop in the mat, and Coop doesn't even phase him. He'll go down to first base.
Well, that would make sense.
And that brings in Joel Ogletree. And the big giggles in the box. And that one stays a little bit low to Joel. Quick move, and Coop dives back in. So the count's still 1 ball to Joel, the sophomore. That one outside. Coop will take second easily on the wild pitch. The count 2-0. And the 2-0 to Joel. Joel lifts one out to center field. Either making the play. And Cooper taking third easily on Joel's long fly ball to deep center field. John Law comes to bat, and John Law overdue in a big way. John 0 for 2. So, Imhoff working, first pitch, missing low to John Law. And the count 1-0 to the Marshall. Too far outside, and now quickly John ahead, 2 balls, no strikes. John watches the curveball over for a strike. And they count 2-1. John was trying to drive that into a different state and just missed. And the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Marshall with 1 out and a runner over their third base. John taps one, first baseman, only play, stepping on first. Nice play by Clark to stare Cooper back. John just off the end of the bat. And that brings up 2 outs for Nick Platten. Platts doubled in his last at bat. Turned on one, painted down the line. Pitch upstairs missing. One ball, no strikes to Nick. Nick lays off. Breaking pitch stays high on the count. 2 balls, no strikes. Nick fist one up there, and the play being made by Imhoff. Lark strained an opportunity. We'll go top of 7. Larks trail 5-3 back after this.
My name is Molly Shervany, and both my parents and my older sister have gone to KU. It's kind of the thing we do. And that's what I was planning on too. But I loved the Heston College tour. I still remember my personal guide, Kimmy, and talking with all the art professors. At KU, I was in a huge group of students, and I didn't really get to see what I wanted. Heston College made it for me. Taking gen eds at Heston is helping me build a really strong foundation. I get individual attention and know my professors and everyone in my class. I like the personal relationships, and that's something that Heston offered that nowhere else did. With this foundation, I'll be ready to finish my major at KU. I'm currently a Heston Lark, but soon I'll be cheering Rock Chalk Jayhawk at KU.
I'm Roman Arnold from Dallas, Texas. I toured my dad's school, Texas A&M, and it really was beautiful, but it was huge. He talked about class sizes being over 100. I visited Heston as a baseball prospect and never looked back. I got the chance to be involved right away, not only on the field, but as a part of the community. Everybody knows each other on campus. We're really close-knit. And if you want faith to be a part of your athletic experience, no one does that better than Heston. I'm not worried about transferring. My advisor saw me out at least a half a dozen times the first semester just to make sure I was on the right track. I started as a Lark at Heston College, and I'm planning on transferring to a state school, Texas A&M. Giga Maggies.
And we're back.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field. Rusty and Jasmine in the top of the 7th. Larks trailing 5-3. AJ Esposito coming to bat. Just make yourself comfortable.
I will.
Esposito was hit by a pitch, drew a walk. As KT misses. And 1-0 coming up. That's a good pitch from KT. Bottom corner of the zone for a strike, and the count 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oh my gosh. Strategically planning what song to play next so KT performs better.
The count now 2 balls, 1 strike. KT missing. Swing and a miss here by Esposito. And the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Is that for me? Thank you so much. You are a gentleman and a scholar, and I will dance at your wedding.
What? What does that even mean?
It means he's a good guy.
I've never heard that.
The count 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's because you don't know very many people from Louisiana.
That's true.
Something a long time old Louisiana boy said to me. Thank you, Keegan. And the count now full 3 balls, 2 strikes. Curveball misses inside. Esposito walks his way to first. And that brings up Kyle Clark. Clark's 0 for 3. Lays a bunt down. KT. Underhand flip to Joel. As Esposito moves up. On the bunt. Another bunt laid down by this State Fair team. And Mitchell stepping in. Mitchell 0 for 2. KT misses inside. Looks like Dylan's up in the bullpen, getting a little work here in the 7th. Swing and a miss from Mitchell, and the count now even at a ball and a strike. That one too far in, and the count 2 balls, 1 strike. KT working from the stretch. That's a little looper out there. Base hit in right center field. A run could be coming home. Coop uncorks a throw. And that will not come as Esposito scores from second. A base hit for Mitchell. He gets a ribby, and the Larks now trail by 3, 6-3. That brings up Kenny Prado. KT working. Inside, missing, and the count 1 ball. Thomas Kellner calling time, talking things over. Keep tuning into the Lark website or to find out where we're going to be Thursday, Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's still a little bit up in the air. Twitter, yeah. Follow us on Twitter. And like I said, everything's a little bit up in the air with what's going on there. Like we said, there's a good chance of much needed rain coming to the state of Kansas. And they count 1 ball, no strikes. With 1 away. Little flare out there towards right field. Will drop in front of Stivers for a base hit. And the runner and Mitchell goes first to third on the single. Back-to-back singles for the Roadrunners. And things taking a bit of a turn here for the Larks late. That one punched foul and out of play by Gavin Jones. Jones hit a 2-run home run. Off-speed pitch misses upstairs. One fouled back into play.
Heston softball is down 4-0 in the top of the 4th inning against Cloud. And the 1-2 coming up. Foul back to the fence. The count still riding 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out, and runners at the corners for the Roadrunners. The count are still riding 1 ball, 2 strikes. KT stepping off. Snap throw back, diving in safely was Prado. As Jones in the box, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. KT took something off, and Jones was fooled as we're in the 7th. That brings up Derek Scheichel. Scheichel has had a busy day with a double and a single. Seems like the wind is picking up a little bit.
It is a little bit, yeah. Big slider inside. And they count 1 ball, no strikes. And then it's going to switch to about 11 o'clock from the north. At some point it's going to be steady in the 75 to 80 degree range, we hope. It's going to go right from spring into road construction, the season of road construction.
Mm-hmm.
That one misses outside. And the count 2 balls, no strikes here to Scheichels. That one upstairs. And the count 3 balls, no strikes. Prado nearly caught leaning out there. Deckinger lets it go into left or right field. Prado takes second. And Mitchell comes home. And the count 3 balls and 1 strike. Scheichels chases. Larks are going to have some work to do in the bottom of the 7th.
That they are. Did you talk about how critical these games are?
And we did. On the ground, through the hole, right side base hit. So the Larks make a play there as Scheichel singles.
That was confusing.
And the Larks, well, what happened there? Umpire never saw a tag. Waited to see it. If an umpire doesn't make a call, make a tag, as a fielder, you have to be on that, and you have to get up and make a play right there. As long as the umpire doesn't ever make a call, it means the play is still active. We'll take a break, be back after this.
The RN to BSN program offers hybrid courses scheduled to promote life balance and also offers a special RN to BSN tuition program. Heston College provides the education and personal attention expected of a top private school at a cost comparable to public institutions. 100% of students who applied for financial aid received aid.
After classroom and clinicals, the ultimate goal is passing the RN licensure exam and getting a job. 98% of Heston College's 1,600 graduates have achieved a RN licensure. Graduates are well respected in the healthcare industry with a great record of job placement. My employer loves hiring Heston graduates and recruits them every spring.
Be a part of the tradition of caring as a Heston College BSN student. Learn more about the Heston College nursing program today.
Whoa. And welcome back to Oswald Field. Larks with some work to do. They trail by 4 here. Bottom of the 7th. Logan Dryden to start things off. Logan, Bob, and Josh all due up. Caleb Jonas into pitch now. And the first pitch to Logan Dryden misses downstairs from Jonas. The 1-0. Logan swings through, and the count now even to 1-1 strike. That one misses upstairs, and the count now 2-1 strike.
The fan's back.
I hear the fan. It's a laptop fan. That one at the knees for a strike.
Larks seem to have a good inning here.
They count 2-1 strike now. Time called. That went too far downstairs, and we're full 3-2 strikes to Logan. On the ground, a booted play off of Prado. Logan thinking, too, he'll get back, and Prado looked like that one jumped up and hit him in the chest.
Or face.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I mean,
I think
that's
it hit him in the face.
I think so, too. Logan aboard. That was a tough play. A single for Logan. Prado walking it off and see if he's all right. I'm going to see Frisbee golfer extraordinaire David Ladwig here. So Logan aboard. That's on the ground of the shortstop. Swisher bobbles it. Underhand flip. Front over. Not in time. But the leadoff runner is retired. And that brings up Josh Stivers.
So David made an appearance?
Yeah, he just walked in.
Oh, didn't see him. Man, this is a little static here.
Yeah, it's a laptop fan. Looks
No,
like they're
it's
talking.
also every time I take my hand off.
They're talking something over, possibly. With the play at second with Logan sliding in. As I thought Logan was going right at the bag. And Prado over there at second base, still a little bit shaken up. Looks like he's trying to shake things loose and so Josh Stivers steps in. Stivers calls time.
Oh boy. Yep.
Yeah, David's here. Yep. That one downstairs and almost skips away from Sheichels. Hi, David.
Where is he?
He's over here. Right down there in the corner.
Oh dear. Hey, it's a nice day for you to grill me some steak.
I got a new grill. Where's your steak?
At your house in your freezer.
Well, then it's not going to be ready to go.
Oh.
It's frozen.
Well, then thaw it.
Oh my gosh, you're so demanding. Again, 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 balls, no strikes.
Remember last year when you made me that? You made me
Steak, I did.
Was it steak? And,
Ribeye
no,
and
there's other stuff too, though.
Ribeye and mushrooms, I think. And
yeah, green beans? Oh, no, asparagus.
Grilled asparagus, yep.
Ooh, yeah, that was good. You should do that again. Just a suggestion, but seriously, though. Maybe some shrimp in there.
Can do it. As Stivers looks at a strike at the knees, and the count 2 balls, 1 strike. Yeah, you've never had my grilled shrimp, have you?
I don't think so.
Okay. You count 2 balls, 1 strike. What?
Had your chili and your steak and.
You ever had my chili?
Yeah. Yes, I had your chili. You brought it to the basketball game in a little Tupperware.
No, I didn't. No, that wasn't me.
Yes,
That was throw over, and in time, rolled up. Larks get rolled up, and that will do it. As Josh grounds into the double play, we'll take a break and come back with start of game 2 and crunch time for the Larks right here on the Lark Network.